Hello, I'm your genial host and virtual life coach, Michael Lewis. This is what I look like. And let's talk about turning points in your life. How about that? We go to the movies and we love surprise, the exciting twist, the surprise, the rude awakenings, the surprise jolts, suspension of disbelief and all that sort of thing. They all produce interest and zest. They put us at the edge of our seats and we go, yes, this is exciting. Luke, I am your father. What? Severus Snape kills Dumbledore. No! And then, of course, in The Sixth Sense, you mean he was, what, he was dead all the time? Oh my goodness. Well, I hope I'm not giving away any spoilers there. But it's exciting and it gets us involved and we're on the edge of our seats and it's just so cool that we didn't see it coming and there it was and we love it, unless it's in real life. If it's in real life, it can really mess us up big time. We call it unpredicted change. Something happened, you weren't expecting it, and it happened without your consent. And some people are afraid of change just because of that, unpredicted change, the guy gets hit by a car, that's unpredicted change. The stock that he put everything into, just suddenly goes down to the bottom without any explanation. The husband leaves her, the wife skips town, the house burns down. These are all unpredicted changes. You can even have unpredicted changes that are a good thing that kind of knock you for a loop. Person suddenly wins $400 million in a lottery and their whole life changes and it's not necessarily happy. They suddenly have all these friends they didn't know they had, and the IRS gets very interested in them and their life is no longer their own anymore. So take a look and see, was there some point in your life where something changed without your permission? You resisted it, you went, no. Well, at some point, to some extent, to some degree, you're going to be stuck there. It's going to be like right in front of your face all the time. Like probably when I asked you that question, it came right up. Are you still sore about it? Are you still thinking about it? Well, there you go. Now there's another kind of change, and that's called predicted change. Person makes a decision and he does it. A big major change that you did all on your own, you thought about it to some degree, or maybe not, but you did it. It came from you. We have a very technical term for that. It's called a turning point. A turning point. An example of a turning point would be getting married, getting divorced, moving to a new place, a long trip, taking a long trip, facelift. Every major turning point is a solution to a problem or confusion that immediately preceded it. Like she looks in the mirror, she looks too old. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get a facelift. That's what I'm going to do. Or the marriage didn't seem to be going anywhere. So you know what? Let's get a divorce. Or they were in love and they want to take the relationship to the next level. So you know what? Let's get married. Or he wasn't making enough money as an artist, so he ditches that whole life and becomes a dentist or some such. So if you haven't already thought of it, can you think of a major predicted change that you undertook in your life? Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Yeah. Now, would you say there was a period of confusion or maybe a bit of a problem that preceded that? Well, there you go. Now, sometimes these turning points are good solutions, and sometimes they're not good solutions. If they're not, it's because they were made at a time when you probably shouldn't have made a decision. Maybe you were overstressed, or you're like in the heat of the moment, like really emotional, I'll just go and drink myself under the table or whatever, you know. People don't generally make good decisions when, you know, when they're under a lot of stress or emotions are running high, or, you know, they just do it like that. Also, if you need to make a change, but you absolutely cannot because of circumstances or whatever, you will, to some degree, have your attention stuck on that unmade decision for a while, and you just sort of be stuck between yes and no, do or don't, up or down, stay or leave. And that is a very uncomfortable position to be in. It's called maybe. Maybes are not good. Maybes, anything is better. Even a wrong decision in many cases is better than maybe, than doing nothing. Because at least if you've made a decision on your own, you are in a position where you can say, okay, I don't know if this is going to turn out right or not, but I am going to do everything in my power to make sure this is the right decision. Because, you know, you can't really predict, you know, anything might happen to make this seemingly perfect decision into the wrong decision. You know, a comet may hit the earth, a stampede of buffalo may run through your bedroom, you know, at the wrong moment. You know, there's no way to be 1000% sure that the decision that you've made is the correct decision. I personally have not made one correct decision in my entire life, for the simple reason that I didn't know if it was going to be correct or not at the time I made it. I didn't know, you know, yeah, anything can happen. But what I did know was that I made a decision and then I did everything in my power to make sure that it was the correct decision. You are the one who makes the correct decision, nobody else. So that's a good thing about decisions. Now, have you ever known anyone who was continually making decisions and continually changing? You know, they're changing their vitamins, changing their boyfriend or girlfriend or spouse, changing their career, lots of change. Now that's making too many decisions. And that can be kind of unsettling, unstabilizing, and these people are uncomfortable to be around. You probably can think of a couple of people like that. You know, there was, oh, I just got into this cool thing, you know, and they had just gotten out of this cool thing that a week ago was the latest cool thing. Then on the other hand, have you known anyone who's made pretty much no decisions at all? They just sit there, maybe in the same toxic relationship they've been in for the last 42 years, or the same dead-end job that's not really getting them anywhere and is just sort of sucking the soul from them, or they're still taking the same drugs or alcohol, same bad habits, same destructive habits that are destroying them. They just can't seem to get up enough oomph to change them. So too many changes, not good. Practically no changes, also not good. You want something in between, and you want, actually the trick is not to think of changing your life. The trick is to create your life. If you can take an hour or two, you know, like when we're done here, take an hour or two and just look over your life. Look beyond the unpredicted changes, you know, the sudden shocks that happened to you or your loved ones without your consent. Look beyond all those things. And just with a free heart and an open mind, simply look at what makes you happy. Focus on that, not on solutions to problems, not on problems that don't have solutions, not on improving something that someone else doesn't like, but just creating your own life, literally creating it, putting something there that wasn't there before, you know? That way you won't need to change your life because you'll be putting your life there, which is the best thing of all. Give it a try. Okay, that's all I have to say for now. So if you liked this little webinar that we had, please be persuaded to like and subscribe and check out my website, areyoualivetoday.com. Meanwhile, love each other, take your vitamins, observe posted speed limits, play nice, and never lose sight of who you are. Never, never, never lose sight of who you are. So long for now.